Hey everybody, we're back surf fishing Florida. Today we're at Ormond Beach because the park we normally go to is closed and I have no idea when they're going to open it. This is a new beach for us. It looks really good, a lot better than what I expected. It's really windy and the surf's big, but we don't care. We're back fishing and we're just happy to be here. I think we got our first fish after the lockdown. Oh, it got off. That's really not okay because we need shark bait. All right, well, throw it back out there. It's about 2 hours after high tide. And that was our first legitimate bite, and we've been here over an hour. Okay, hopefully we'll get this one in because we need shark bait. I just hope it's not a little baby pompano. Wow, that's perfect. Okay, first fish back after the lockdown. It's been a full 2 months since we've been to the beach. Here's the opening up shark bait for the day. She caught that little whiting and I hooked him through the top of the head. That's 3 foot of 480 cable with the 9.0 Super Mutu and 7 foot of 60-pound mono twisted with the BG 8000 and the modified 9.5 Ocean Master. So, oh, she's got another one. Might be a pompano the way that thing's fighting. I think that is a pompano. Where's it at? Wow, it's a pompano.
It's a pompano?
Yeah, no, that's a pompano.
Wow.
Don't break my rod. Grab the mono, pull him up. That's definitely a keeper. That's a nice fish.
Yeah.
That's a nice fish. Okay, here, go put the rod in the pipe. Let some line out. We don't keep him, so he's going back in. Most people would keep those. We don't. Good job. Wow, it might be a pretty good day today.
Yep.
Let me get the shark rod in the water. Okay, I put the whiting head out there and we've got what I think is the bluefish biting on it. And I'm not putting bluefish rigs on. It's June. It's shark time now. I'm not gonna get burned on a really big blacktip like we already did last year. And her shoulder, I don't think it's 100% healed, but it's much better. And she's taking the shark rods and it gets to a point that she can't do it anymore, then I'll take it. Until then, it's all back to her shark fishing. Okay, both of our impressions of Ormond Beach here is we really like this park. It's about 2.5 hours after high tide, and the dunes are probably 50 yards from the edge of the surf. So this is kind of has more dunes and soft sand, almost like Play Linda Beach at the National Seashores Park versus New Smyrna. There's no condos behind you, they're way down the beach. Oh, she's got one. There's very limited parking here, but that's what you want. Hopefully it's a whiting, which it is. So now I'm gonna put the little chunk on there. Good job. So 2 whiting, and that was a big pompano, probably 13 inches or something. All right, throw them up there. I'm gonna put a centerpiece on. Well, so far it's just the 2 whiting and that nice pompano she caught. We got about an hour and a half before low tide, so we want to kind of see what it looks like. Ormond Beach is a pretty nice place here, at least this little part. But you see, there's a lot of people for such a tiny parking lot. I don't know where they all came from. Down this side of the beach, there's nothing. So all we got to do the next time we come is maybe go another 100 yards down. But this is pretty nice, because you got to have at least 100 yards or more between you and the people when you're shark fishing, in case the sharks take you down the beach some. You don't want to get tangled up in people's lines or be pulling up a 6-foot blacktip when there's kids on the beach. So that's something we don't do. But it's just good to be back out here after more than 2 months. Well, it's an hour before low tide, so I waited out to see what I could do. I got out about 50 yards, almost got knocked over by the waves. I threw it with the 6-ounce sinker. By the time I walked back up to put it in the pipe, the current had already moved it all the way down the beach. So I'm not wading out anymore. About 25 yards out, it's waist deep before you hit the actual sandbar itself. So that's what we're going to be fishing with the shark rod the rest of the day, because I ain't wading out there to have the current take it down the beach. All right, we're wrapping it up. Our first trip to Ormond Beach. Got 2 whiting, and she caught a nice sized pompano. About a 5-hour trip, but as you can see in the background down there, the people starting to get around us, and we're leaving.
Thanks for watching. See you next time.